Hello, Scorpio, and thank you for joining me here for another reading at Leaping Lotus Tarot. I have a new deck. It's called Tattoo Tarot. Got it from Barnes & Noble, so definitely check it out if you find this artwork interesting. Take a deep breath for me if you would. Ground into the present moment. And let's see what Scorpio has today. Please only take the messages that resonate for you. Leave what doesn't behind for somebody else. Please remember readings are timeless, so whenever you hear the message is when you're meant to receive it. And masculine and feminine energies can be interchanged. So far we have a 7 of Cups out. So right away we're having the energy, and an Ace of Wands. So somebody's having to make some sort of decision around a choice. They have options. Some are better than others. Some are really great. Some are not as great. But whatever they are, there's possibilities here. And the possibility is something of a passion, of a fire. This is a fire energy here. This is the divine coming down and lighting underneath somebody an inspiration. There's roses in this imagery, and it looks like there's kind of like a horseshoe or something here too. A very passionate, fiery card we've got going on here. So whatever this choice is, whatever this emotional decision that has to be made is going to lead to a new passion. Aces can also be like a new beginning. So it's something new, or it's something just like extremely, the decision definitely, right now somebody's still in that decision-making phase. So they will make a decision. They will make a decision on one of the options, but they're still, I think, in the decision-making phase. So maybe we can get some clarity. What does this have to do with? What is this decision? What are these options in regards to? We have Temperance in reverse. Another fire sign energy here. So perhaps you're dealing with a Sagittarius. This is Temperance is Sagittarius. So there could be something that has to do with that. Let's see. Tell me more about Temperance in reversed. Why is there something having to do with balance here? Oh, we've got the Devil, Capricorn energy. Interesting. So whatever this decision of passion, it has to do with something lusty, something maybe addiction-wise, or... Okay, tell me about the Devil. Tell me about this decision around Temperance with the Devil. Okay, we've got kind of a lot of cards that just fell out here. So something around happiness. We have the 10 of Pentacles. Something around somebody's wish fulfillment, or just ultimate happiness with like either a family, or it could be a work situation, or all of the above. We also have the 8 of Wands. This is more fire energy, but this can speak to, even though it's fire, some readers interpret this as communication. I think of it as like a swift moving energy. So this is like a speed card. There's not many cards that refer to speed in the tarot, and this is one of them. So there's something maybe around like a speed of communication or a speed of passion. We have Judgment. We also have 8 of Coins. So when I said earlier with like the 10 of Pentacles, it could be something relating to work. The 8 of Pentacles is a work card. So there is something around this Earth energy of Pentacles that has to do with perhaps work. And we also have the Hermit. So we've got Virgo energy. Somebody's having to go within, take some time, contemplate. Whatever this decision is a big deal with Judgment. I mean, this is like this is kind of like almost like a final decision. So whatever this person is maybe feeling perhaps rushed to do, feeling like they have to make a decision quickly, it's just a little tricky because there's something about it that's a little out of balance with that Devil card, right? With Temperance in reverse and the Devil. So maybe some advice would be like, put some thought into this, like maybe put the work in, or the time or effort. If this is a job, maybe it's like somebody wants that money, they want that financial abundance and happiness, but they're feeling like they have to maybe do it quickly. But whatever it is, whatever the decision is, it's final. There's kind of no turning back from it with that Judgment card. So let's shuffle these all back into the deck and try to find some more clarity. Let's ask, why is it final? Like, why Judgment? Why is this decision? Like, can you not go back from it? And if you can't go back from it, why does it have to be so quick? Like, why does there have to be a rushing? Why can't this be something that takes more time? Just give me some clarity around that. Oh, we almost had a card, but it didn't come out, so we're going to keep shuffling through. What is that energy? Four of Cups in reversed. Somebody doesn't feel entirely fulfilled or happy with where they're at with things. That's why they are looking at other options and other decisions. So if this is a job, somebody maybe feels like they're, yeah, like Four Cups is just not like a happy, it's just not a happy card. And so when it's in reverse, it's like someone's trying to get out of that unhappiness into something better. Can we figure out why somebody's not happy where they're at and feel like they have to come into that Ace of Wands with a new passion or new decision? Ooh, King of Cups, Three of Swords. Oh, so for some people, this is not a work thing. This is a romantic thing. Four of Wands. That Ten of Pentacles, they want, not only do they want like a happy, harmonious, balanced family situation, they want it to be financially abundant. So they want the emotion, because we first came out with Seven of Cups, right? This could be somebody trying to choose emotionally different options, you know, like a King of Cups. So, but the Four of Wands is like celebration, harmony, balance, marriage even. But Three of Swords is heartbreak. So that's what there's kind of a tricky energy here. Maybe that has to do with the decision. Maybe in order to choose somebody, there's going to have to be a heartbreak situation or something like that. I had one card that fell on the floor. Nine of Swords in reversed. Maybe that's why somebody feels rushed to make a decision, because of the Nine of Swords. That's a heavy energy, like being up late with thoughts, or just feeling weighed down by the burden of like worry. And so with it being in reverse, I think somebody's like, I'm tired of thinking about this over and over. Let's just make a decision so I can like either go through heartbreak, or I don't know. That's somebody's like. And it's interesting that the Virgo, so let's ask about Virgo. Why do we have Virgo energy here? Why is there the Hermit? If somebody's so quick and ready to make a decision and move into a new passion, why do we have Hermit energy, which kind of implies that somebody has to like go within and take some time? Knave of Wands in reversed. Somebody may be moving away from a fire sign towards a water sign and a King of Cups. So like maybe it's like a Sagittarius energy, like we had it with Temperance in reverse before. Now we have that Knave of Wands in reversed. Six of Coins in reversed. Pentacles. Something's not balanced again. There's just, this is like an equal give and take. So okay, I guess we just have to ask that. What is not balanced here? Oh, that flew out. Five of Cups in reversed. Somebody's just emotionally not happy here. Who is it? Who is the person who's just not emotionally satisfied? 10 of Coins. So I still don't know who it is, but it's whoever it is, it's who wants this happiness. They want their everything. Okay, I'm gonna ask again, who? Can I have a card that represents this energy? Who is this? Queen of Swords. Thank you for the clarity. Okay, could be an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Or it could just be somebody who resonates with, you know, the vibration of a lot of thought. This could be that Nine of Swords in reverse person. It's the person who has to come to a decision. Okay, we have a Queen. So we're speaking to a feminine energy here who's just... I'm just gonna go ahead and ask, what are some other messages? Like, I'm not even sure what question I want to ask here. So let's just see what other information wants to come through. Five of Cups in reversed again. I guess tell me about the Hermit. Wheel of Fortune, 10 of Coins. This 10 of Coins is adamant on coming out. This is like possibilities, luck, destiny, fate. This could be like a soulmate situation, perhaps. I'm gonna have to ask directly like what this 10 of Pentacles is. Like, give me something very specific on the 10 of Pentacles, because it's come out several times. And I feel like I need 10 of Swords in reversed. There is some pain. These are two tens here. There's definitely some pain that's going to have to be gone through, or already has gone through maybe. Because they have to have the Five of Cups in reverse, the Four of Cups in the reverse, the Nine of Swords in the reverse, the 10 of Swords in the reverse. Those are all like sort of pain cards, loneliness cards, hurt, rejection, betrayal, just pain. They're just pain cards, but they're all in reverse. So somebody might have already gone through it, but we have that 10 of coins coming through. So maybe somebody's just really focused on their happiness now. They've already gone through the pain and they're really focused on their happiness. Okay, well, that's helpful information. Six of Wands upright, Five of Wands in reverse. So the thing that was in the past was that pain that we just talked about, right? That was the conflict. That was maybe all the decisions. The Five of Wands can speak to like conflict around multiple people. So that could have been that Seven of Cups, that emotional decision at the very beginning that we had here. So somebody's like, okay, I've made the decision. There's no more conflict. There's no more competition. And now we have the Six of Wands. So this could be where somebody's kind of at right now, or what they're moving into. More of like, feeling proud of what they're doing, you know, very much like kind of in their, I don't want, because this can sometimes be like a pride or ego card, and I don't think somebody's like egotistical here. There's definitely the energy of like, okay, I'm proud of my choice. I'm moving in the right direction. This is Wands as well, right? So this feels kind of like that Ace of Wands in the beginning, where it's like, okay, this is the next, I mean, 5 + 1, right? Five of Wands in reverse, and we got the 6. 5 + 1 is 6. So it's like they're that passion, that step forward, that new thing is moving into that present abundance and acceptance. So when we have the 6 of Pentacles in reverse and we have the 6 of Wands upright, there is something that kind of still reminds me of balance somehow. So I feel like I just need to get some more clarity on that particular aspect of things. I feel like that still hasn't been entirely addressed. King of Coins in reversed. I'm getting sort of the energy of somebody may still be a little back and forth in the decision. How are they going to make this decision? They're out of the pain, which is great. But why is there still an aspect of like a decision that needs to be made? 5 of Cups in reversed again. 6 of Coins in reversed again. And King of Cups again. So something very relevant around, they're tired of the loneliness. They're tired of not feeling emotionally fulfilled. There is a letter here in the imagery on the 6 of Coins. So I feel like, you know, with that 8 of Wands that I said earlier, you know, some readers interpret that as a communication. So I do think that there is an aspect of like somebody's either going to write a letter or send a text or put some very thoughtful message to deliver to somebody, and maybe it's that King of Cups, and maybe that's like what this Queen of Swords has been waiting for, communication from an emotional king to say like, hey, and he's been coming through upright every time. You know, the King of Pentacles was in reverse, the Knave of Wands was in reverse. So I feel like these other options that maybe were resulting in, you know, the 9 of Swords and the 10 of Swords and the 3 of Swords and stuff earlier, that pain, it's like, okay, we're finally moving away from people who cause us pain or don't give us the communication we need. And this King of Cups is coming through with a letter or some sort of offer saying, hey, like, I'm ready to meet you in this Ace of Wands and this passion. And I'm ready, you know, maybe that's what he's saying here. Let's just shuffle this a couple more times. Let's, you know, since we've been having some repeat cards come through, let's really make sure that we shuffle well. Hit like and subscribe if you have not already. If you're enjoying this message, drop in the comments if there is a particular part of this that you've really resonated with so far, or maybe a suggestion for which reading or which sign you'd like to hear next. Okay. Final message from the tarot. Anything that our listeners need to hear? Any final advice? Ooh, the final advice is strength. Okay. Strength, strength, strength. Okay. Leo energy, more fire sign here. Definitely could be dealing with some sort of fire sign, undoubtedly. So with the strength, it just is telling me like, no matter what you go through, no matter what battles you still may face, whatever things that you've already overcome but have yet still to overcome, you know, your destiny is always going to be what it's going to be, right? you have free will, but there's certain things that are just destined to happen on your path, the things that you've agreed to. Kind of reminds me of the letter, you know, it's things that you've signed off in your soul contract. There's things like in writing, so to speak. There's agreements, there's unspoken and spoken things that have to be acknowledged here. And, you know, don't be afraid to move towards things, because we also have the Six of Swords in reverse, and it's kind of, you know, with the strength that we had, it's kind of saying like, don't be afraid to move towards something. The Six of Swords is like a movement card towards a new destination. And so it's just saying like, you know, be strong through the changes that may still happen, even though you've already kind of gone through a lot and decision making in this process. There may still be some things that come up that you don't anticipate, and to just go through those with strength and be bold and proud of your choice, which I think you are, because we had that Six of Wands, right? I think that you are confident in where you're heading towards things. So just keep on keeping on. You're going to do great. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading, and we will see you next time.